shouldn't answer any questions on the subject, but I will. There's all kinds of people watching this that are long Bitcoin, and there's nobody that's short, and nobody wants their windpipe stepped on. And I don't blame them. I don't like people who step on my windpipe. But I would say this, that if the people in this room owned all of the farmland in the United States, and you offered me a 1% interest in it, and you said for a 1% interest in all the farmland in the United States, pay our group, let's see, 10 trillion, pay us this bargain price, $25 billion. I'll write you a check this afternoon, $25 billion. Now I own 1% of the farmland. If you tell me you own 1% of the apartment houses in the United States, and you offer me a 1% interest, so I'll have a 1% interest in all the apartment houses in the country, and you want whatever it may be for it, call it another $25 billion or something, I'll write you a check. It's very simple. Now, if you told me you owned all of the Bitcoin in the world, and you offered it to me for $25, I wouldn't take it, because what would I do with it? I have to sell it back to you one way or another. I mean, they have the same people, but it isn't going to do anything. The apartments are going to produce rental, and the farms are going to produce food. And if I've got all the Bitcoin, I'm back where whatever his name was, who may or may not have existed, was 15 years ago. If I've got it all, he could create a mystery about it. But everybody knows what I'm like. I mean, so if I'm trying to get rid of it, people will say, well, why should I buy some Bitcoin from you? I mean, why don't you call it buffer coin? Make your own or something. Do something. But I'm not going to give you anything for it. And you'd be right, incidentally. But that explains the difference between productive assets and something that depends on the next guy paying you more than the last guy got. Now, net, if you look at it, a lot of commissions have been paid, and there's all kinds of frictional costs that are very real that somebody has paid to a bunch of people who facilitate this game. But whatever one group of the public has taken out, or one group of owners, has come in from other people. I mean, it's other people have entered the room and they've moved money around, but there's no more money in the room. It just changed hands with a lot of maybe fraud and costs involved, and a whole bunch of things you lose. You forget the numbers or forget the equation. You can do that with a lot of things. I mean, it's been done throughout history. Certain things have value that don't produce something tangible. I mean, you can say a great painting, probably will have some value 500 years from now. May not, but the odds are pretty good that if it was a big enough name at some point, there will be a few things. I mean, you can find something. If somebody wants to sell you a pyramid or something, and you can charge the viewers, or it'll be around a long time and won't produce anything. But people will find it interesting to go there because I've read about the pyramids. But basically, assets to have value, they have to deliver something to somebody, and there's only one currency that's acceptable in the United States. I mean, you can come up with all kinds of things. We can put up Berkshire coins, or we can put up Berkshire money or anything like that. But we get in trouble, I guess, if we call it money. But in the end, this is money, And there's no reason in the world why the United States government, whose currency people prefer, there's 2.3, just under 2.3 trillion just of these little pieces of paper floating around some places, 7,000 for every man, woman, and child in the United States. And of course, most of them probably aren't in the United States. Who knows? But this is the only thing that's money. And anybody that thinks the United States is going to change the way they let Berkshire money replace theirs, is out of their mind.
Good morning, 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm XRP Future Millionaire and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So I wanted to start out with that Warren Buffett piece, and it makes a lot of sense what he's saying. Obviously, somebody who's invested as much as he is. He runs Berkshire Hathaway, so he's not interested in speculative. I understand that. So I thought that was a pretty interesting thing for everybody to hear this morning so that we can all get on the same page. And, Warren's got a lot of money, and he's got there, using his knowledge IQ of money. So, obviously, somebody who invests in real estate gets the tax breaks and all that stuff that I've talked to you guys about before would look at Bitcoin like that in much of the same way as I do. Make sure to hit that like button, because yesterday, on the last video, embarrassing. Over 1,000 views and 44 likes. Guys, if I'm putting out all this effort, you guys have got to do a better job of hitting that motherfucking like button. It's that simple. We're going to sit here for 15 seconds as a penalty so you guys can hit that motherfucking like button. That is embarrassing looking at that. Okay, now that hopefully you guys hit the like button, because that helps push me through the analytics. And if you guys can't simply hit that like button, we're not going to get more people in here, because YouTube runs specifically off of analytics, and I literally say hit that motherfucking like button for a reason. It's kind of an insult to see that, honestly. XRP 62,546 was the bounce that we were talking about yesterday. It got up there and then it got rejected, it looks like. It looks like we turned into some kind of head and shoulders here. I said yesterday I didn't think the 20 would go through the 200 on the 30-day. In the 20-day. Or on the 20-day and the 30-minute time frame, and it didn't. We never got across the red line, never crossed through the blue line, which would have been a complete of the bullish divergence. I thought it would come through the 100, and then we'd have to back test if it was even able to come up higher. There's not, the thing that's overwhelming, guys, is look at the volume. There's no volume on the way up. On the way down, as much volume as was coming in, we poured back out. We are trying to make an inverted inverted head and shoulders here. It's just, do we have any kind of strength to pull us through? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if we're going to be able to. We got a couple things that are working against us this morning. US dollar currency index is trying to stay bullish, and we got bounced off that 102.94. So as long as this maintains on that W reversal, and if this pulls up, crypto's going down today. So we haven't broke this formation, and if we capitulate up, there is a chance the US dollar next moves 106.20, and then if we have a capitulation style event to the upside, it could get up to $120.23. If that happened, all of crypto would be falling down huge. Total crypto market cap was up, but it came back through. It hit that uptrending support line that was supposed to be support. It used it as resistance, as we feared yesterday. So now we have to see if we can hold any of this, maintain any of the integrity here, and maybe have a run this morning. See what happens when the stock market opens. XLM, we did the exact same thing as XRP. XLM is getting rejected now by the 20-day, and that start of a bullish divergence is coming back through, and if it gets rejected here, it's going to show that it was a fake out and nothing more than a J hook. So that's what we have to watch for, because we have two levels First level would be 16.6 and then down to the 15 cents. So that's what you have to watch out for XLM, XDC. We came down within the ascending triangle again on this smaller part of the pattern, which means now that we're using this 6-1 as resistance, if this holds true, we have to come back down, and the bottom of the pattern is all the way down at 517. So look out below if you're in XDC, assuming that we can't get back outside of this ascending triangle, because that's going to be a big problem. And then DGB created this big M within this pattern. The bullish divergence broke off before it got through the 100-day, and now we're pushing back down. The next target, if we break through these support levels at 1850, would be 1733. You break 1733, you come down to 1298 roughly. Make sure to hit that motherfucking like button. No more excuses. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point? Join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. Get the exclusive Telegram and so much fucking more. If you can't see that now, you never will.